My first gun I got when I was 14, 15 years old. Came up with the idea I was gonna go car hopping. So I went car hopping and out comes out of the glove box a brand new gun. So I of course grabbed it and took it home. And at that time I didn't necessarily feel like I needed it. It was just something that was like, hey, I never had this before. The areas I'm from, like, it's almost glorified to be in possession of a firearm. I felt protected. I felt like a little manly, like.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Reverend Kenny Irby. I am the Community Intervention Director for St. Pete PD.
We know that a very large number of the guns that have been recovered and used in the city of St. Petersburg are guns that have been stolen out of automobiles. I'd say the larger proportion are stolen cars, but we also know that they're getting weapons and firearms through social media transactions. You can get a firearm, using the coded language that's in Snapchat and through online vendors. So the pervasiveness of firearms in our society is something that we definitely, as a country, have to be honest about and deal with more intentionally in terms of our public health response.
So what we've seen in social media is the increase in violence with juveniles and how social media plays into that. What we're seeing is that in the old days, when people had a disagreement with each other, they had to see each other to actually go back and forth. Where nowadays they can reach out and touch each other through social media, and so these underlying squabbles or disagreements or whatever they wind up being, they prolong, and other people get involved in it because everybody's able to chime in on a video's made that is disrespectful to another group or another individual. Other people will chime in, and it'll just kind of fuel the fire for these ongoing feuds.
When I got older, I started selling drugs. When I got older is more when I really started taking it more serious. I'd say around like 16, 17 years old. I went to started selling more in school and getting my money mainly in school. And by the time I hit 18, I started doing more outside of school and started venturing in my community and the people that I knew. Kids, I think, are mainly burglarizing because their parents obviously aren't giving them firearms unless they go hunting with their kids. And us being in an urban community, that's not happening most of the time. So I think most kids are burglarizing for firearms, whether it be houses or cars, and then just the illegal market, the black market. Anybody can go down the street, I'm pretty sure, and $50, $100, you can find your firearm if you really wanted to. A lot of social media glorifying negative things. They're not taking the time out to learn, or they're mainly looking at rap videos or things that they shouldn't probably be looking at, and it's influencing them. Every day I don't just try to live for me, I try to live for those around me. Those who are sitting back watching, those that are looking, and maybe they're just in elementary school and they don't know what life is truly is yet. But if I can improve them, or the people that's in prison and coming home, if I can just show them a better way, maybe I can just help change the world just a little bit. And if I can't change the world, at least try to change my community and the neighborhood and the neighbors around me.
Ryan Schofield is a great example of why programs like this work. He's a community member who grew up in this community, made some mistakes and served his time on an offense, and is a returning citizen who is devoted to righting his shortcomings and helping young people not make the mistakes that he has made in life.